A beautiful aerial look of downtown Minneapolis and Target Field. The Royals and the Twins are on their way next. Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, ought to be a decent pitching matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for our visitors here, the Kansas City Royals, as Ned Yost has his guys lined up like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Alcides Escobar will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
First pitch, 1-11.
Ball one. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
1-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Well, off to a good start here as he gets him with the fastball. I know it sounds obvious, but that's going to be an important pitch for him. How is he going to be able to locate it going forward? That'll be something to watch as this game progresses.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. Too high. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him, so he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
Here he comes on 2-2. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here, he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Eric Hosmer will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, if you're catching a guy like this, you got to be ready for everything. His fastball will sink, it'll cut, it'll fade. It can be unpredictable at times, and he can't get a handle on it here.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. A throw behind the runner at second, runner back standing. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Scutaro at second. On to first, and there were two down.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with two away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Salvador Perez will get his first shot here, trying to come through with two away and a runner at third. Down and away, one ball and no strikes.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and two away.
Now a good swing there as he sends this one high and deep toward the left field corner. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall, and with that, the side is retired. Royals leave one. It's the Royals nothing, Twins coming to bat. This is Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup for the Twins looks like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And the Royals defensively will look like this behind him. Joe Mauer will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on-base plus slugging. And his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the Major League leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078. So he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Number 70 will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Ball 1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Two out, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Hitters count 2-0. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We've played an inning. No score. Alex Rios will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Palm ball in there, strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss as Rios is down on strikes for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Alex Gordon will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. First pitch on the way. Low for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Hits softly to the right side. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Batting 7. Designated hitter
Kendrys Morales will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Now here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. That's slowly hit to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Number 61 will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman, number 61.
Lays off 1-0. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Swing and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. Infante there to make the play. 1 gone.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Marco Scutaro will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And a pretty feeble effort that time, as this is tapped in front of the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Torrey Hunter will stand in with an even .300 average here in the month of April. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Well hit to right, but foul. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Omar Infante will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Omar Infante.
And And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Here it comes now to Infante. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two.
I got to count 0 and 2. One more strike, baby.
Fouled straight back. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Oh, got him swinging with the palm ball there, and that's the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Mike Moustakas will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, you could see he tried to hold back on the swing, but he'd already committed himself too far, and this becomes a waste of an at-bat and an easy ground out.
Alcides Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
In there, strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
Are you crazy, Blue?
Swing hard liner to left center. And now he has some trouble with it in left. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double.
Lorenzo Cain will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. For Escobar, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here, 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Got him. Couldn't do a thing with the palm ball there. The side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Brian Dozier will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Escobar is there to make the catch, and it's one pitch, one gone here in the bottom of the third.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a swing and a ball lined over the head of Infante and into right center field for a base hit. And with that, he'll stretch that hit streak as he's now hit in 8 straight games.
First baseman,
Joe Mauer will dig in now, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the 2-2 home. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. 3 innings in the books, still no score on the show. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Matt Vasgersian here as Eric Hosmer gets ready to start things out for Kansas City. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Nunez is under it to put it away, and it's a quick one pitch out to begin the fourth.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Salvador Perez will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Low with the palm ball there, 1-0. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Perez waiting on the 1-1. Fouled back. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Alex Rios.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Alex Rios. Here's the first offering. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Nunez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. KC down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Center fielder, number 70.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location, right on the knees.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul, off to the right, out of play. The 2-2 coming. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Trouble with it, and in fact no throw as he's able to reach first base safely.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Number 61 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on the way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
One thing that's happened in these last 2 at-bats, it's driven up his pitch count. That's now 14 pitches just to the last 2 batters.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Marco Scutaro will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way with a fastball. He drives it out to deep right center field. And this ball is gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
Torrey Hunter will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Now a check swing here and a little looper. 1 strike now to Hunter. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a miss, and Torrey set down for the first out of the inning.
He definitely needed that one after the 3-run home run.
Now batting.
And don't get me wrong,
Designated hitter.
he hasn't forgotten about it, but that's a good job of putting it behind you and getting back to the task at hand.
Brian Dozier will try it again. He flew out his first time. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
That third inning wasn't too kind to him, but he's been able to put it behind him, and he's on his way to a nice 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Trevor Plouffe will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch to him. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. On the ground is short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Twins do strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Alex Gordon will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Fielder, Alex Gordon.
Fastball in there for a called strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's hit to the right side and past Scutaro into right field, a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Kendrys Morales will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. And he won't bite on the palm ball, in the dirt for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
Omar Infante will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Got it down right here.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
No runs, 4 hits. 1 error so far for Kansas City.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Let's get the easy two now. Come on, let's go.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Swinging a high chopper. Scudero.
This ball's not hit all that sharply, and I think a lot of pitchers would have been content just to take the out at first base, but he forces it into second base, and he winds up getting his lead man.
Mike Moustakas will come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
And he'll watch the palm ball that falls in for strike one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow.
Boy, a lot going on there. You got the sun, the wind, the crowd, the railing, but he hung with it to make the play.
Alcides Escobar. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. He waits. Now the pitch. Hits softly on the line out towards second. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Kurt Suzuki come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Swing and a liner towards second. And he makes a great diving stop for the out.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, the starting catcher on last season's AL All-Star team. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball one.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Runners going. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Pickoff move to second, and he's back easily. And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Number 70 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Chris Young is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Number 61 will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. And that's dead center for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Here's the 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give him any kind of cheapie here with 2 away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
Second and third, 2 away. Swing, hard hit ball to second. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Lorenzo Cain will stand in here as he'll get things started for the Royals in their half of the 6th. And here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And there's ball one.
That's the ball.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Get him down.
Oh, that's as good as you can throw the palm ball there. 2-2.
Put him away.
Now a hard hit ball right to the second baseman Scutaro. He really zeroed in on that one, but the leadoff man's kept off base to start inning number 6.
Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he'll start in with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. You know, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. Nunez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Salvador Perez will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
Maybe a little question of whether this was going to stay fair or not, but you see, this is pretty much right over the bag at third and down the line.
Alex Rios will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. And that misses inside. 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But you know, this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
palm ball in there, and it's 2-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Now Rio swings and lifts a high fly ball, well hit out to deep left field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. One left for Kansas City. Still down 3-0. Marco Scutaro will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point.
Let's go, one more time, baby.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Torrey Hunter will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And Torrey able to lay off that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Now the 1-2. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And Torrey has himself a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And that's not a good start to the inning on the mound. Back-to-back hits have him in trouble again, and at this point, they can't afford to let this deficit get any wider than 3.
Brian Dozier will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
What are you looking at, Blue?
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on.
A real good 3-pitch sequence here. Each pitch just took him a little bit further and further away. On 0-2, he's got to protect, and he winds up reaching for a ball that's clearly out of the strike zone.
Trevor Plouffe will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And this ball will be chopped foul. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 2-2. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Rios is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Kurt Suzuki will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second. And no problems there for Infante as that ends the inning. Twins strand a pair. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Alex Gordon will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, and Gordon's down on strikes for out number 1.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
Kendrys Morales will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he looks at the screwball that's over for strike 1. Hit hard, but foul. Swing and a miss. Boy, that thing's moving pretty good. 2 gone.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Second baseman, Omar Infante.
Omar Infante will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Here it comes now to Infante. And that misses for ball one. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Hunter is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now
And
pitching
coming
for the
on to
Royals,
pitch now will be the right-hander
number 54,
Jason Frazier.
Jason Frazier.
Joe Mauer will step in now to lead off the home half of the
Leading
seventh.
out for the Twins. First baseman, Joe Mauer.
First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
0-1.
Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw over by Infante, and that's out number one.
The batter, left fielder, Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now, hitless in his two at-bats so far.
Base hit now.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball, 1-0.
Get on. All right.
Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
This one is swung on and hit in the air to right field for Rios. And he's got it for out number two.
Now batting, number 70.
Number 70 will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Again, a 1-2. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Oh, that looked inside, but instead it's the 3rd out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Mike Moustakas will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Oh, got him swinging with the palm ball there, and that's the first down.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Alcides Escobar will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Lorenzo Cain will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch coming. Forkball called strike 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Hard hit towards center. Number 70 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. KC down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Number 61 will dig in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Third baseman, number 61.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Two. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Marco Scutaro will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Corey Hunter waits on deck. There for it, Escobar. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Right fielder number 48, Corey Hunter.
Corey Hunter will dig in. He singled his last time around. And this will be fouled away. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
Oh, that's a great job right there of just taking this ball and banging it right back up the middle. You know, there were only 13 full-time guys last year that hit over 300 in the American League, and this guy was one of them. And he's on base right there with a solid single.
Brian Dozier will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. In there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Two out with the man at first. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Twins wind up stranding one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Eric Hosmer will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
First pitch coming. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here comes a 1-2. And the palm ball can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. Forkball. That's in the dirt for a ball.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Salvador Perez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
One 0. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Hunter is there, 1 away.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Alex Rios will try again, 0 for 3 thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Runners on first with one down. And he misses here with a palm ball, even at 1-1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to get the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Alex Gordon will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Close to the bag at second there, now the pitch. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
You sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Jared Dyson will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Jared Dyson.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch, a bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. A look back at Hosmer, now the pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
2 men are on with 2 men out. The 2-1 home. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs. Still, 8 1/3 quality innings. You'll take that every time.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 3-0. So long from Minneapolis.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins: 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Kansas City, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond Wright Field on 3rd Avenue.